The education system is not going to educate you to educate the people in power out of power. That's not what it's designed for. It's educated for you to keep society variously pretty much as it is. You know, shave a bit off the edges. The journey of trying to figure out why the world was the way it was started with my own encounters with it. When I was like, huh? Why did that happen? First time I got searched by the police, things I went through in school, etc. Because I got to see the difference in the way different people were treated. I got to see kids whose families were lords come to school with drugs, get caught with drugs and not get expelled because of who mummy and daddy were, yeah? Whereas I got to see my brethren get expelled over one little fisticuff. Young black boys in particular, by magic, seem to be getting expelled more than everyone else. Being young, working class black men and dropping out of school was not cool. Actually, it was serving the systems of racism and classism. So don't let them win. The society wants you to drop out. So you can go unit, then go prison. If I can go into prison and teach Shakespeare to youths who are already in jail and they listen to me, clearly they're not the problem. I'm not excusing maybe some of the bad behavior, but if someone they relate to and that they're cool with and isn't talking down to them like they're an idiot, can teach them something as awkward as Shakespeare, how come the education system's failing to do so? Clearly it's not that the young people are ineducable. As everything, class, race, all of those things make a difference. What is our attitude towards education? Do you want to create a system in which all of that human potential is maximized to solve the problems of the world, or do you just want to make people's lives shit? And at the moment, it seems that we're choosing the latter, though we could easily choose the former. People would call me utopian for believing that, but we could easily. Finland has just chosen to experiment with universal basic wage, for example. Let's see how that pans out for them. But these are not options that are unavailable, they're available options. We live in a world where quantitative easing is a thing, where governments just print money out of thin fucking air. They literally print money out of thin fucking air when their brethren in the banks need it, but they tell you it's not available. It's literally, it's an illusion, it's a made up thing. School should be a place of trying to build better humans, not just building economic units to make more money for people that are very, very rich. And yeah, I find that's idealistic of me, but I feel like I had a certain amount of that, even if that wasn't what the school system was designed to do. Individual teachers gave me enough of that, trying to make me into a better human, trying to make me understand the way the world worked, more than just saying, you need to go and become X so you can get a great job and go and work in the city and all of that. There's more to life than that, Bridget. I'm not gonna lie, being poor is fucking shit. You know, so I'm not gonna start coming and say it doesn't make a difference, it's not about money. Yes, it is to a certain point in this system. Once you're comfortable, what now? Does everyone need 100 million quid, really? Like, is that our own aim in life, or do we have more aims in it? I think building an education system that encourages people to value some things more than money is okay. The current philosophy says money is everything, profit is everything. Profit is God, virtually. So I don't subscribe to that belief. Because I like to think, to a degree, I've not allowed society, or been fortunate enough to not have society crush my childness. When I go and work with 8-year-olds, and I say, right, you're a giraffe, Bridget, run around and be a giraffe. Yeah, as far as they're concerned, they are a giraffe right now. When I'm like, yo, Bridget, you're a hippo. As far as they're concerned, they're a hippo. A child's imagination is one of the most unbelievable things in the entire world. My mum will tell you this story. I used to go down by our front door, there was a little piece of concrete. As far as I was concerned, there was a scrapyard there. My mind made a scrapyard in this 1 square inch in front of our door. Child's imagination is an incredible thing. And somehow, by the time they become teenagers, we manage to mess that up. And so the thing we adults could learn from children believe that they really can remake the world out of thin air. Do you know what I mean? Like, not just make society better, they can literally create worlds out of thin air and they believe in them. And of course, if you maintain that as an adult, everyone says you're idealistic, you're an idiot, you're this, you're blah. But if we look at the greatest artists and thinkers of our time, Einstein, Da Vinci, or Imhotep, or whoever it be, they maintain this childlike belief that they could do anything. They could create worlds out of thin air, which is how Imhotep designed the pyramids. Which is how Da Vinci was, drawing helicopters 500 years ago, and why his notebooks are still worth millions of pounds. Or Michelangelo's like, right, I'm gonna paint whole buildings all by myself. And that's one of the things that I think is most remarkable about people. Imagination. I mean, depending which scientists you consult, they'll tell you this whole thing is a bloody illusion anyway. None of this really even exists. It's all empty space, yet it has the feel of material reality. So even maybe what we're dealing with right now is one big hallucination. So imagination, ute them, big up. Don't let no one kill your imagination, Bridget.